Kai, a young and curious boy, found himself irresistibly drawn to a place of mystery and magic. He walked through an ancient land where the air was thick with a sense of something greater than himself. The landscape was alive, with strange lights flickering in the distance, and a sense of wonder filled his heart. As Kai explored this ancient land, he came upon a wise, talking owl perched high on an ancient stone structure. The owl's large, glowing eyes seemed to pierce into Kai's very soul. The owl spoke of a hidden danger that threatened to upset the balance of the world, a danger only Kai could confront. The owl guided Kai to a hidden lake in a secluded valley. The water of the lake glowed with an eerie blue light, casting an otherworldly glow on everything around it. The owl warned Kai not to touch the water, explaining that it held powerful magic capable of altering his fate. But Kai's curiosity was too strong, and he reached out to touch the water. The instant Kai's fingers touched the water, he was pulled into a vision. He found himself in a world consumed by darkness, where the sky was filled with ominous clouds and strange, terrifying creatures roamed the land, leaving destruction in their wake. Kai felt a deep sense of dread as he witnessed the chaos and despair that had overtaken the world. As the vision faded, Kai found himself back at the lake, shaken by what he had seen. The owl, now perched closer to him, revealed that Kai was the one destined to restore balance to the world. According to an ancient prophecy, Kai had to find and unite 3 elemental stones scattered across the land, each representing fire, ice, and wind. With these stones, he could bring peace back to the world. With a newfound sense of purpose, Kai set off on his journey. His first destination was the Mountain of Flames, where the Firestone was hidden. The journey was treacherous, with the path growing steeper and more perilous with each step. But Kai pressed on, driven by the vision of the world in chaos and the prophecy that only he could fulfill. When Kai finally reached the Mountain of Flames, he was confronted with a fearsome sight. A massive fire dragon, with scales that glowed like molten lava, guarded the entrance to a cave where the Firestone was hidden. The dragon's eyes blazed with an intensity that made Kai's heart race. He knew that he could not defeat the dragon in combat. He would need to outsmart the creature to obtain the stone. Kai knew that water was the one thing that could extinguish the dragon's flames. Using his wit, he created an illusion of a vast, shimmering lake in front of the dragon. The dragon, believing the illusion to be real, recoiled in fear, giving Kai the opportunity to slip past it and seize the Firestone from its resting place. With the Firestone safely in hand, Kai continued on his journey, now heading toward the frozen abyss. This place was said to be a land of eternal winter, where the cold was so intense it could freeze a person's breath in mid-air. As Kai ventured into this frozen wasteland, he encountered strange icy creatures that lurked in the shadows, their eyes glowing with an unnatural light. Deep within the frozen abyss, Kai came across the Ice Queen, the guardian of the Ice Stone. The queen, with her crown of icicles and gown made of snowflakes, challenged Kai to a game of riddles. The queen's voice was as cold and sharp as the icy wind that howled around them. She told Kai that only by proving his intelligence and worth could he obtain the Ice Stone. The queen's riddles were complex and filled with ancient wisdom, but Kai's determination fueled his mind, allowing him to answer each one correctly. The Ice Queen, impressed by Kai's cleverness, granted him the Ice Stone. With 2 of the 3 stones in his possession, Kai's journey led him to the Sky Temple, a majestic structure that floated high above the clouds. The temple was said to be the home of the Wind Guardian, who protected the Wind Stone. To reach the temple, Kai had to climb a spiraling staircase made of clouds, each step filled with the essence of the wind itself. As he ascended, the air grew thinner, and the winds became stronger, testing Kai's resolve. When Kai finally reached the Sky Temple, he was greeted by the Wind Guardian, a towering figure made of swirling winds and adorned with feathers that shimmered in the light. The Guardian's voice was a gentle breeze, yet it carried the weight of 1,000 storms. The Wind Guardian challenged Kai to a test of bravery, asking him to leap from the temple's highest point and trust the wind to catch him. With his heart pounding, Kai took a deep breath and jumped, letting the wind carry him safely back to the temple floor. Having passed the test, the Wind Guardian presented Kai with the Wind Stone, a translucent gem that seemed to hold a storm within it. As Kai held all three stones, fire, ice, and wind, he felt a surge of power flow through him. The stones began to glow, resonating with each other, as if acknowledging their unity. Kai knew that his final task was to return to the place where his journey began and use the stones to restore balance to the world. Returning to the place where his adventure began, Kai stood before the ancient stone structure where he first met the wise owl. The sky above was dark and turbulent, reflecting the imbalance in the world. Kai placed the three stones on the structure, and as he did, they merged into one brilliant, shining gem. A powerful light burst forth, illuminating the sky and sending ripples of energy across the land. The darkness began to recede, and the world around him started to heal. As the light faded and the world returned to its natural state, the wise owl appeared once more, this time perched on Kai's shoulder. The owl congratulated Kai on his bravery and wisdom, telling him that he had fulfilled his destiny. Kai looked around, seeing the world renewed and vibrant, knowing that he had played a crucial role in restoring peace. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind filled with new knowledge, Kai returned home, forever changed by his journey.